So we're going to give this a try. Definitely going to give this a try. So I've tried these sabots here a few different times with all kinds of different bullets. And not really pleased with them. I've tried all kinds of stuff trying to get things up. Taking an hacksaw and cutting the bases off. These have already been shot once, but there's really nothing wrong with them other than a little crud on them. So we're going to try something different today. We're going with, I don't know, 35 grains of 800X and two 50 caliber round balls that fit right in there. See that? Gonna give that a whirl and see how that flies. Not sure how it's gonna work, but we'll video, see what goes on. So the rifled buckshot at like 100 yards was here and here. Two shots, there and there, like an inch apart from each other. So here again is the backstop. It's a piece of wood that I use with paper over it. These two holes right here, here and here, 100 yards, rifled buckshot. I'm gonna go to this buckshot shit that I did. These are double buckshots.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at the center second target. Actually, I'll shoot at the
white target?
No, I'm gonna shoot at the same target here.
Okay, the brown.
Same one. Wow. Maybe that's the way to go. Shit. That worked out good. Here's another one. Rifled buckshot. Tell you what, that would hurt. I wouldn't take a long shot with that. So that's two 50 caliber round balls. Okay, I'm going to shoot the steel this time, dead center.
There you go.
I like the way that went down. Earlier today we loaded some buckshot rounds and some sabots. And I just wanted to show you kind of what we're working with here. So I've got these, you know, these are RSS 12s and from Ballistic Products. They're not fancy, they're just a 73 caliber sabot for a 50 caliber bullet to go inside, okay? Several things wicked about this. First of all, you don't spread it apart. This stuff, when I mean rigid, it's rigid. I mean, it's like you really got to pull these things apart to even open them up with your fingers. Okay, these pedals on the sabot. Excuse me, I kind of got the hiccups here. But anyway, if you look inside where the bullet would set, it's nice and even, nice and clean, okay? This has to open up like a petal. You know what I'm saying? Petals open up on a flower when it goes out there and release the bullet. Like a catcher's glove opening up. And it has to happen pretty proficiently and evenly to get accuracy. So, you reload it with a gas check valve, which, you know, Ballistic Products also sells. And then you stack it with the sabot. Your bullet goes in here. Okay. Today I tried something different with buckshot. So basically, take two round balls, 50 caliber round balls that are 171, 73 grains. They vary. Stacking them in here, 1, 2, like this. Okay, so they're
just perfect for the catch on the end of this. You know what I'm saying? It's just perfect, okay? Now, at 100 yards, these things were basically figure 8. I don't know if the balls are stuck together going through the same hole or what the deal is, but they're within an inch of each other hitting the targets. So that's just amazing there. Okay, so that said, I'll put that to the side. I want to go into the next thing here. Okay, so here's the sabot shot. This has been fired with a 350 grain 50 caliber bullet in it. What I want to show you is how far, look at how far down inside of there. I mean, I can measure it if we really want to get into the details. I mean, we're 150 thousandths of an inch. I mean, it's measurable. Like, I don't know, almost, it's down in there a quarter inch on one side. So it's deeper on one side than the other. So that tells me the bullet was cockeyed in there at one point in time as this was moving forward. Now, the reason I'm fussing about this is I would assume that these things would function properly, release, and actually get on target. Not burning these at 3,000 feet per second either. These like 1620. Okay. Actually, the paperwork from the company I purchased these from says 2,000. So, you know, some of them, like this one here, is broke apart. You can see it sank in there about 1/8 of an inch. Not really a big deal. This one here, actually, I don't see anything. Not sunk in at all. So, I mean, that one there, really, it could be actually used again, which is fine. Same with this one here. I mean, you know, one of the petals has been off, but there's no penetration into this thick base. None. Little bit, not much. Same with this one, about 1/16 of an inch just dipped in there. Now, this is the one I really want to show you. Check this out. Completely and absolutely all the way through. Blew the bottom out. I'm thinking that the actual bullet came out the back of this thing. I don't know. That's craziness. And another one that's like that as well. I don't know what happened there. This wasn't with the buckshot, with the 50 caliber balls. This was with bullets. I mean, I'm guessing the bullet came right out of the back of this as this was moving forward. Maybe even in the chamber. Same, this is 1/16 of an inch. This one here is really deep. I mean, it's bulged in the back. And probably, holy smokes, let's look here. Oh, like almost 1/4 of an inch deep. This one here is all the way through. This one here is really concerning because it's about 3/16 on one side and probably 5/16 on the other side. It's uneven. So that seriously, you can see where the bullet was angled in there coming out. We wonder why we're not hitting the target consistently. So anyway, just wanted to throw that at you. These are some of the base flex seals that I had underneath the big bullets. You can see the fire actually just blew them apart at the base on the seal. I mean, just literally blasted them apart, which is amazing to me. And those are big, hard-hitting bullets. I mean, you know, you're talking the big furry bullets. Yeah, these are hollow points from hell. 729s, .729 is the caliber on this. 624 grains. Those are coming out at 1600 atop this. And you talk about smack. I mean, that even at 300 feet per second, I think it would be a train stopper. But anyway, I just wanted to share those things with you. You know, and then on the other side of the house here, you've got this thing here. This is from a Hornady. You know, the expensive sabots that you see for sale. You know, it's not tore to hell in the bottom or anything else. I mean, these things were driving tacks. I mean, at 200 yards, I was hitting a 6-inch target out there like all day long. You know, and they're intact, and I don't know if must be a different kind of material or something, but they're definitely more vulnerable in the flex. I mean, this is a new one here. I mean, we're talking about 40 pounds of pressure to bend those bad boys out. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air as far as how I want to negotiate that, but the double buckshot thing, at close range under 100 yards, I'm telling you, I really think that's an ace. I mean, it really is. I mean, 250 caliber holes is better than one, right? So, anyway, that's there. You guys can take a look at that. The video, kind of a lot of recoil and shock. But in the end, the performance is amazing. I have no clue what to do with this stuff. Maybe wrap the stuff in leather. I don't know. There's got to be a better solution than this by far. These things have to hold up. And again, I don't care about the pedals. I mean, you can take a hacksaw and nick around the outside of these, or take some nips or some dikes and snip them a little bit to weaken them so they open up easier. Fine. But if your bullet's going to go through the middle, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at how deep that penetrated in there. You see that? This is a new one. There's no penetration at all. I mean, it's flush in there, flush at the bottom of my fingernail. This thing, I mean, look at that. If the sabot is going forward and leaving the lead behind, and the lead's, you know what I'm saying? The sabot's supposed to go forward and let the bullet loose. It's supposed to let it go. If it's coming out the back of the sabot and the sabot's blowing past the lead, I don't know if can't imagine I'd need to slow it down. I mean, I'm like 1653, 1620, 1625, right in there with a 350 grain bullet. Shouldn't be happening like that. So, back to the drawing board. Get some better ideas. So, these pink ones right here, I got a whole bag of them. It's amazing that 5/8 is right there in the center of that. You can do something with that. Just need to figure out the 70 caliber. But what I find interesting is, here's the pink thing, right? 1/2-inch water cap filled with lead. It's crazy how that fits right in there. Exactly the same size. So that's coming. We're going to give this a shot too. Just have to figure out how to keep it all together so she flies. So that's coming. Anyway, you guys have a good day.